And we're back. Andrew, back on dry land.
Back on dry land, exhausted, run ragged. I'm not built.
Poor thing.
I am not built for the landlubber life.
You just wish you were back out there.
No, not at all. But it is like it's funny. I was gonna say you have to get your sea legs back, but it's the opposite. You have to get your
land legs,
your real life legs back. Because I have not showered today, right? And it's not out of laziness or just depression. It's just literally from Ginger got up at 6, and then we've just been doing stuff, until now.
Do you shower every day when you're on the ships?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's I circle okay at 4:30. That's like a big event. That's like a something to do.
It's something on
it's
your
shower time. That'll kill 20
schedule.
minutes,
Yeah.
Wait, do you not?
Every day. I remember being on the princess ones, and if you have a show once a week, I would go a day without showering.
That is such a comedian thing? Basing your shower schedule around shows, and then you're the rest of the world just showers. They don't even have a show. They might never do a show, and then they shower every day.
That's right. Isn't that weird?
Isn't that odd?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, it's great to be back. We took Santa pictures today.
Ooh.
And I really did look cool. Well, first of all, I was stressing because we were late, and I was like,
did you say I really did look cool?
Yeah, I looked cool. I'll tell you why. This is gonna make sense. That wasn't a slip up.
Okay.
Of course, the mall is just like a zoo, right? It's packed, crazy. And what are you drinking there? Your green screen. Their lack of.
Oh, it's Sunkissed. Sunkissed.
Just I got a flash of orange, and I'm like, what is he doing here? Pedialyte? It's like, no, it's the unhealthiest version of whatever that color could be. Sunkissed.
Okay, so you're at the mall. It's a
anyway,
zoo.
Sorry, yeah. Johnny's like, get the.
I didn't mean to
heat off here.
With my adult.
I went to the mall. It's a zoo, and one time, and this was right after COVID, and Ginger was like 1. We were just wandering around this kind of fancy outdoor mall, and they had a Santa's Village thing, and we're like, oh, we should get Santa pictures with Ginger. That'd be cute, And we walked in, and they were like, oh, do you have an appointment? And we're like, no. Like, oh, well, we're all booked. You need a and I was like, oh, you need a reservation for Santa, I guess now. And so I was on the ship, and I was bored, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna Monday, I'll be back. We're gonna go that'll be a fun Christmas thing to do. So I made a reservation, and I was stressed the whole time because we were late or whatever. But we got there, and there's just a line, it would have been we would still be in the line. It was an hour and a half. Just
was that the line for the non-reservations?
Yes.
Oh.
And then the reservation line, they didn't even notice we were late because it was just kind of a line of people who had reservations, and we just walked right past all these people. It was amazing. And Heidi's like, you had a reservation? It was I looked so good.
Oh, you come home, dad of the year, babe. I'm playing stuff you don't even know.
And it was anyway, that was cool. But Ginger's she was so, the whole time she's like, we're gonna go see Santa Day. She's so excited. And when we get there, and she's so creeped out by the guy. She doesn't want to sit with him. She doesn't like him. She won't look at him. She won't tell him anything.
That's got to make you feel good.
It does, in a way, and I don't discourage it. I'm not come on, give the old man a hug.
Open up to this stranger.
He's wearing it. And can I and this should have been my topic maybe, but the worst breath.
The Santa?
Yeah. And not just of any Santa. I'm saying of a person I've been around in a while.
Oh, wow.
You can't do that. You're Santa Claus.
Oh, that's no good.
That's like more important
What
than
did
the
it smell
beard.
like?
Like 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 shit. Like he
Oh,
was
what do you think he was
chewing
doing
on
before he put the
poop
beard on and sat down?
beer. What?
What do you think he was doing before he
I don't
put up
know.
the
I
beard
don't
and
know
sat
if it
down?
was like a thing where he's like his teeth are just rotted through,
Yeah.
or he's just like, yeah, like he was having kung pao chicken for breakfast or whatever and doesn't brush teeth, but like it was horrific. And
Oh,
so, yeah, it's hard to tell a little kid like, no, 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 this is magical. Like you're supposed to smell like peppermint and gumdrops and stuff, not
yeah.
ass. So I was a little annoyed.
Oh God. That's
And I was like,
terrible.
and then you like see the big long line, and he's an older guy, of course, And between pictures, I would notice he would just sit back and like close his eyes. He'd just go like this, like he was exhausted. It's like you can't show it, man. You gotta the whole
Yeah.
I know it's like December 23rd, and it's
Yeah.
probably been a long season and there's tons of kids. It's a tough job, but you're literally I looked at the schedule. It's an 8-hour schedule. He's only there for 8 hours only. I mean, that's a full day, but
Yeah.
you're sitting in a chair there. You're not getting up and getting the kids. You're not wrangling them. There's other people
Yeah.
the elves are all doing that.
To me, in this guy's defense, I would almost rather have to do that too, where it's like, well, I get up, I go get the kid, because if you're just sitting there, then it's like mental
Yeah,
torture, where it's just like 8 hours of
and you
just,
can't look and you can't look at your phone. That would be
right?
devastating if Santa's looking at his phone. Santa's on DraftKings just making bets.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least clean up the breath. I'll take the cat naps in between kids. I don't love that, but
Yeah.
whatever.
So is the idea, so Ginger's like, this is the Santa. You didn't have to
We didn't
pull
really
like,
like
no, this obviously this is a hobo, so it's one of Santa's helpers. But
I
he
mean,
he
I hope that we didn't really like we didn't do like a whole story behind it. We're just like we're gonna go get a picture with Santa, and Santa
no,
comes. And I mean, I think when she's older it'll take more like, justifying the big lie.
yeah,
Um but like I hope for her, and I think she's pretty intuitive and smart. I think she just immediately knows, like, no, this is just like a weirdo.
yeah. This is just a
This
stranger
is
that
a
my
guy,
father trusts.
right? And I don't like it because she loves Santa Claus, like the Santa Claus. The idea of him, she loves him. And then she's like, was so excited to go see Santa. And I'm telling you, the second it was her turn, and she's like more mature now, so she knew she's supposed to like the year before we did it, she just immediately started crying and wouldn't go over there until we sat down
Yeah,
first. And this time she did it all. She was like obedient, but she was not going to smile and sit in his lap. And like, she's just very, just like, let's just get this over with. Yeah,
yeah.
it was funny.
I'm doing this for my dad and my mom.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was, if we're being honest. I mean,
Oh man, God,
but,
that we haven't done that in
don't
years.
worry, only like a friendly like $55 for like the photo package and the whole thing. I mean, it's yeah.
I got last time we did that, like at a mall. I remember getting yelled at for taking a picture with my phone. They don't do anything. They're just like, oh, you're not, you no, you don't take
Right.
your own photos, sir.
They don't make you delete it.
All right.
You're like the guy who takes a picture of the pictures at Splash Mountain or whatever.
I got the same thing when I was on Princess Ship. You know what you do? They post everyone's photos and you
Oh
can
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
buy
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah.
just take pictures of mine because I made silly poses.
Some comic had a great bit, and I'm hesitant to say great when it's come to like cruise ship material, but about those pictures,
Yeah.
about what happens, because it's like most people don't buy them. you
Uh-huh.
know. It's like, but they print them all out. They print
Right.
every single one. So there's all these photos of families. It's like, what do they do with them? And he's like, I'll tell you what they do with them. The crew takes them and adopts and then they become their family. Or he had something about like some Filipino person like having just this framed photo of a random
Family.
Duluth couple or whatever.
Uh, oh,
Um,
funny.
okay. So that's what we did today. We went and saw Santa.
Yeah, for the listeners, this is we're recording on December 23rd, so I hope you all had a
Right.
nice holiday and are recovering, but we
Oh
are
yeah,
just winding into it.
we should do Christmas topics. Do you have like a strong Christmas take? We should
You
have
know what?
prepared this.
Yeah, we should have done that because that's, that would have
I
made
mean,
sense.
we've been through
After
like
Christmas is over, that's when people want to
let me
hear.
go down the quick. You just hit these quick
Okay.
laundry list. Presents on Christmas Eve. Yes or no?
Normally we're not doing it this year, but normally we do like one or something,
Okay.
from parents or something.
See, I'm a no. I don't.
Okay.
None. Zero. Uh, wrapping gifts from Santa. Yes or no?
No.
Yeah. See, we're now. I'm a no. Heidi, we've talked about that, but Heidi
Yeah,
kind of
this was the topic.
we did this. Yeah.
Did you guys used to wrap from Santa?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, see, now doesn't this just seem silly now?
I mean, not really. In my head, we've had this conversation.
I know. Karen, I know you're listening.
Yeah.
That was foolish. You wasted wrapping paper and time.
No. The one I do get the logic of it, but the one counter argument I'll make is like, so the big gift is just out there on Christmas
Are
morning.
you asking me or telling me
No,
that's
I'm
how you do it?
saying if for like for tomorrow or
So,
not tomorrow
like
for
when you were growing up, you're saying they would all be wrapped except for the big one?
no, all of them were wrapped. So what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying now, like for Ginger,
Yeah.
her biggest thing, the
Yep.
one thing she really wants. I'm
Yep.
saying it like she listens to the podcast. I guess I can say it. I don't know. If I found out Ginger was listening to the podcast, I'd lose my mind. Uh,
You're gonna go tuck her in after that. She's gonna take headphones out and be like, "Dad, God damn it."
she's like, no wonder we live in this shitbox house. So she, her big present will be out there
Yep.
the second she walks into the room. Like it's like, boom, that's the
Yes.
climax. It's over.
Yep.
Like that's it. Yeah, woo! I got the thing that I wanted, right?
Oh,
And then everything after that, people opening stuff, it's all like a letdown. It's all like downhill from there. So if you wrap whatever the biggest, coolest thing is,
yeah.
then you have the opportunity to like pull it out at the last minute and like build up crescendo to the big closer.
Sure, sure. All right, I see that. I see that. Yeah, ours is just kind of like, they're at the top of the stairs. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Like, hold on, we're getting our slippers. Dad has to brush his teeth. Come on, come on, come on. And then they run down. They're like, oh my God, holy shit, look at this. It's a doll, it's a gremlin. And we're just sitting there drinking coffee, like, yep. It's just,
Yeah.
we don't have to do the whole wait your turn, hold on, it's this turn. It's just go nuts.
Yeah.
It's what kids want.
Okay.
And
So
yeah, so
it's
but
over.
what you were saying,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I told you, but my buddy that I visited in Kansas City gave me a PS5. His PS5 broke, and so he gave me his broken one, and he was like,
Okay, less cool.
"You can." Well, he's like, I just bought a new one because I'm too lazy to get it fixed, but you can take this to the, you break it, we fix it shop, and they will
Yeah.
replace the HDMI port for $150. So if you want a PS5 for $150, you can just have it. And I was like, sure.
Yeah.
And so that's like Phoebe's
Wow.
big gift is going to be that. But the thing is, like, I'm going
You're
to just set
done.
it up down here in the basement. So,
No wonder you open the gifts ahead of time because you just want to play with them on Christmas Eve.
but But they'll come down, they'll steal whatever the other presents are, and they'll be like done. And then I have Madden 25 in Edie's stocking. And he'll be like, "Oh, it's a PS5. Oh my gosh." And that's when I'm gonna be like, "Oh, ah, Santa might have made a mistake. I bet he can return it and get the PS4, so
Yeah.
that there'll be a delayed, like, and then when they come down here, they'll be like, and see it.
That's great.
So that'll
Look
be
at
fun.
you.
Yeah. So that's my way of delaying the
And then
big.
are you going to tell her the story about really this is a second hand and I got the HDMI port refurbished.
You know what the,
I
you
hope
know the
Edie
biggest,
doesn't listen to the podcast.
you know what the biggest. Okay.
Just our kids listening to the podcast, like, God, our dads are
My
losers.
dad's a cheap asshole. No, but I took it to that. Did I tell you about that? I took it to the, fix it place, and they're like, "Yeah, it's a standard, whatever." And they replace it, and I came back, and the kids were like with Gigi in Milwaukee out of town, so I was like, "Okay, I can set it up, transfer all the data, so it's all set."
Yeah.
And it still didn't fucking work. I had to take it back and go,
Oh God.
"It didn't work, you guys. It still doesn't work." And then they had to do it again. And the second time it worked, but
Oh, okay.
so I hope it's not like a shit system
Well,
that keeps giving me problems.
I mean,
God.
I don't know. It's probably fine. I see I should have now it's not cool because it's a PS4, so nobody really would want it that bad. But I would love to give my PS4 away because I'm so locked out of my
Yeah.
remember I told you I'm locked out of my I haven't played it since. So
And you
like,
download games. So you like not only you lost your
yeah,
save data, you lost all the games you bought, right?
yeah.
Ah.
So if anybody wants a PS4, it's yours.
What if I don't know. It's not worth it for you to just cut your losses, start over,
No, it
format
is. I mean,
it,
if
and
I got a
lose
P,
all
I
your
guess like one day if I got a PS5, I would just start a new account,
yeah.
with a different email or something.
That is
Um,
it is frustrating the situation that you have found yourself
I
in. Like
think like
it is an unretrievable password,
we should all
unresettable.
we should all be talking about it.
I agree.
Send me your prayers. You know what? Send
Everybody
me good
tweet at Sony.
vibes this holiday season. Send me your thoughts.
Yes.
Uh yeah.
I have a non-holiday uh not topic but discussion point. Unless you have more did you have any more holiday topics on the rapid
Oh,
fire?
just like what about food? Do you do like well, you guys are usually going to somebody's house for
Yeah,
like
we're
these
usually in
things.
Omaha.
So you're not like cooking a ton, right?
We're just gonna heat up whatever Aaron's mom has prepared and brings to the house. I think
Oh,
that's the
great.
plan.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try and do like a big rib roast this year,
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I guess. And you know what? I should do something because I didn't do anything like Thanksgiving. I was on the ship and didn't have to cook, and so.
Uh,
But then I'm gonna make like these. I don't know. But like I'm torn between. I kind of love like Thanksgiving is obviously it's a cooking holiday.
yep.
Christmas Eve in my family we would order pizza.
Yeah.
That's literally what we do. We'd order like Little Caesars pizzas, you know,
Sure. Yeah.
and then
Pizza,
Papa
pizza.
John's. They up no, we upgraded to Papa John's by the late
Somebody
2000s.
win the lottery in the family or what happened? Papa John's. That's good. I like Papa John. That's
Papa
just a
John's is
notch underneath
not
for me.
like is Papa John's better than Domino's?
I think so. I think it is.
I think it's close. I think it used to be for sure, and then they kind of like evened out over like Papa John's became so mass produced, and then Domino's tried a little harder in the last like 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So they kind of evened out. But yeah, okay.
I liked Domino's advertising when they did that restart, and they're like, "Hey, look, we know we used to be just shitty,
You
but
caught us.
now,
You caught us. We tasted like we weren't trying. We tasted like shit.
Yeah.
You're on to us.
But now we're gonna try. Give us another chance.
Okay, from starting now, we're gonna make actual pizza.
It's
We
like
heard
Wells
you.
Fargo. It's like Wells Fargo. All right, we
Yeah.
fucked everyone over, but now
Dude,
we're
I
gonna
just
start
saw
over.
another they're being sued again
Oh,
over their Zelle. You ever have someone pay you on Zelle or get
yeah.
yeah, they're getting sued over that. Somehow they were scamming people on Zelle. I was like, they're
Jesus.
amazing. They're amazing. And they just, they'll just take the hit and keep on scamming.
Do you bank with
And
them?
I'm still with them. But Johnny, you of all people, you have to sympathize with this. Like, do
Oh,
you
I do.
understand how many auto pay things I have set up and like direct deposits as
Yep.
a like everybody like I have like there's just there's no way. There's no
It'd be
way
a
I'm doing
nightmare. Yeah.
starting
It would
over.
take you years. You'd have to like go through the cycle years,
What I
catching
need,
everything.
what I need is the federal government to just tell Wells Fargo, you guys are done. You're done. That's one scam too many.
Yeah.
But we're going to keep all the account numbers because it's not fair to obviously like close their accounts, and we're just going to take you over and run you as like the US government credit union or sell you off to a better bank or something,
Yeah.
or break it up into a bunch of localized bank, whatever. But as long
Yeah.
as I can just keep my routing number and my checking
Your
number
account
and my
number.
account number, because I never, ever, ever want to set up direct deposits, reset up direct deposits. It's not worth it to me,
God,
whatever
that's
they do. So what was
a
it? What
bank just repeatedly getting in trouble.
there? It's crazy. It's crazy. But wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know. Wells
Pizza.
Fargo.
Oh, food.
Oh yeah. The
So the
restart.
so
Yeah.
the one,
Domino's.
yeah. So the one thing I'll say is that I think like Thanksgiving's a cooking holiday. I kind of like the idea, even though I'm gonna like cook a like Christmas dinner. I kind of like the idea of like
Yeah.
Christmas not being like a dinner holiday, like Christmas being like Christmas
Christmas Day
morning.
itself.
Yeah, like Christmas Day being like it's morning. You're having like shit, you're having cinnamon rolls or cookies and
Yeah.
coffee and orange juice or whatever, and then you open presents and you bunch of candy or what, and then you're not even hungry for, and you just eat whatever leftovers, and you don't go anywhere, you don't get dressed up. Like that seems cool for Christmas to me.
Yeah, you know what? I think if I recall correctly, growing up, we did the sit down cooked meal Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day was just nobody gets out of their pajamas. We're not doing shit.
Yeah,
We'll make a pancake breakfast or something, but there's no.
I
Maybe I'm
agree with
wrong,
that. Okay,
but I think that's right. Yeah, that's
I
good.
like that. All right, what was your discussion point?
Oh, okay. So if you could switch bodies with anybody in the world for 24 hours and then it switches back automatically, who would you switch with?
That's a good question. I'm trying to think like, well, for 24 hours, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like Giannis Antetokounmpo or somebody like that. Like I
And
just
what
want
would
to
you
be.
do? Okay.
Oh, I would just be huge and go dunk basketballs like crazy. That's just got to be the best feeling in the
Yeah.
world, is just to go dunk. I've never dunked a basketball, but just in playing
Yeah.
an NBA game, just like dunk on people, that seems really fun.
So you would do it at a time where it's like, oh, during an NBA game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I would be horrible that day, but I would get like one dunk in, you
Yeah. And you'd be
know,
like, well,
and then everyone would be like, I tried to do it early so people would like cheer really loud before I
sure,
started like
sure.
ruining the game
Before you
by being
start,
awful at basketball. I mean, I would
before you
still have the
dribble into your knees.
no, but if I switched bodies with him, I would still have the physical skills
Yeah. Yeah, I
because
guess
there
so.
would be muscle memory. So I
Yep.
actually would probably be pretty good at basketball.
Yeah.
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 I I just wouldn't have the mental will. So like I would get tired faster and not want to fight through
Yeah.
it.
Like you'd still have your brain, but you'd have their muscle
Yeah.
memory.
In
So
my
like, but you
brain,
understand the pick and roll, so that wouldn't screw you
I
up.
would get the pick and roll and I might
Okay.
mess up a few plays, but like again, I bet muscle memory would take over. And also I think the where it would really come into bad is like he's probably like as a professional athlete very like mentally tough. Like
Yeah.
somebody would probably like hit him or he'd get tired or
Yeah.
like and not quit. He would fight through. Whereas
Yeah.
I would be like, timeout,
I
I'm
have an
taking a
owie.
break. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And but then you got to think. So for that 24 hours, all of a sudden, Giannis wakes up and he's Andrew Slater. He doesn't even know where he is. He's
Oh,
in
I
Portland.
wasn't thinking about that
You
part.
got to
So
think
they're
about it because you're
taking over my
switching.
body.
You're switching. Yeah.
Oh, well, he seems like a nice guy. I mean, what would he do? He would, uh, if I had a show that night, he would probably bomb.
Yeah, you could just leave him a note that's like, "Hey, man, you'll get your
Just,
body back in 24 hours. Just kind
yeah.
of hang out. There's a PS4
Yeah, there's a
you're
PS4 you
locked out
can't.
of.
If you have an account, go ahead and sign into your account.
Go
That'd actually
ahead."
be great.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
All right.
I would buy a lot of shit and order it to my house. He was a
Yeah,
millionaire.
that's what you do. Smart.
Yeah. What? Wait. Why did you have an idea for this?
Well, see, you went a different way than I did. I would probably be I would either be like Rihanna or Eva Mendes, and I would just get naked and do backward somersaults, looking at my butthole. And then they're in my body. It was like, okay,
Right.
that's fine. You know,
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
So the whole thesis of this hypothetical where you have the science to switch bodies
Yep.
is to look at Rihanna's butthole, whereas
I feel like Rihanna's is probably out there somewhere, but
yeah, that's what I
Eva
was gonna say.
Mendes, yeah,
Like,
Eva Mendes is no.
but like, if you have that technology, why not just go? What if I had like a camera that could go anywhere? Like, why do you have to
Hmm.
be in their body
Well,
to do?
that's creepy. That's a little
Oh, that
voyeur.
is a little
That's
creepy. You're
yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because if you're in her body, then by definition, you're giving yourself consent.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
But if I were Giannis, I could
yeah.
probably get. I don't know if I could get Rihanna, but whatever, like down 2 levels from Rihanna.
Ooh, wouldn't that be awkward if we did at the same time? I was Rihanna, you're
Oh my!
Giannis, and then after the whole ordeal, we find out that it was you and me.
Or
Oh
even
my
worse, we're
god!
like, hey, I'll transfer to Giannis. You transfer into some groupie at the front row, and let's fuck each other.
I like it better when we don't know. We just sign on to record, and you're like, crazy week. You're not gonna believe this. I'm like, oh, me too. You go first. And then you're like, I switched bodies with Giannis and fucked Rihanna. And I
Gosh.
gotta be like,
And this
wait a
lady,
minute.
she was a little awkward. She kind of seemed not to know how to take off her bra or anything, but it was all right. She kept wanting to order food.
After we got done, she just
Yes, she
shotgunned a
ate.
sun
I've never
kissed.
seen a 110-year-old pound woman eat that much Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's my
okay,
discussion point.
that was a good discussion point. I think we got a lot out of that.
I think so too.
Let me see. Okay, because I had a bunch of things that I felt like weren't topics, but oh, I have a discussion point. Oh, I have
Okay.
like two follow-ups. Do we have a name for this where we follow up previous topics?
Oh, flashback topic time.
That's
No,
what
we don't.
that's
We
what
don't
it
have a name.
was. Uh
That's right.
that's right. That stupid thing. So uh first of all, well, wait, here's my discussion point, and then I'll do my two flashback topic times.
Okay.
So I got a coffee and I was in one of those Caribbean islands and it was like nice place. And it was an iced coffee. So like I like to get I don't know why, but with an iced coffee, I want like a straw, you know?
Sure.
And they say that's better for your teeth. Like you don't stain your teeth. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway.
Interesting.
So of course, this is a nice Caribbean island. They don't do straws. The turtles and everything, plastic.
Yep. They care.
Straws are bad. Great, fine. I am I one of those comedians who gets up there and is like, really, really, we're going after the straws. Real? Oh, now we can't have a because one turtle, uh, no straws, and I have a paper straw. Oops, it's falling apart. I'm not that comedian. So if you if you don't have straws, I support it. Good for you. You're making a stand. But
Okay.
then here's what I did not like. So I go, oh, do you, because I already got the drink and I sat down. I was like looking around the store, and then I go, oh, hey, do you have straws? He goes, no. He goes, no, we don't have straws. But on your drink, because there was like a plastic lid,
Yeah.
he goes, on your drink, there's a little hole where you can sip it out of, like a regular cup. I was like, I know that.
Everyone knows
Why?
that.
Are you being an asshole right now? Like, are you like, hey, no, there's no straws, but have you ever heard of tilting the cup back into your mouth? You could try that. Like I didn't need that. I honestly, he said it so sincere and so dry and deadpan. I was like, okay, I don't think he's fucking with me, but
But he could
I was
have
like,
been.
he had to have been, right? Like, there's no other. And I wasn't being a dick about asking for the straw. And I did not show
Yeah.
a face when I did not get a straw. So there's no reason for him to have done this. But it was so over the
Wow.
top of like, here's the little hole you can sip it out of if you want to try that. I don't know. I give it a shot.
Did he think you were such a moron
I
that he
don't
was
know.
trying to save you the embarrassment of saying, well, how do I? It's got a top on it, though.
Without a straw, I don't know. Like I'm like a 2 year old.
Wow.
But anyway, so I didn't
Wow.
know what to do with that, but I had to say that out loud. So then here's my flashback topic times.
Okay.
Remember, this was a recent topic. Uh the YouTube TV and everything, your subscriptions should work in foreign countries or anywhere on the
Yes.
planet because I'm paying for them and
Yes.
I'm me and I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm an
Correct.
American no
Yes.
matter where I go. Well,
Yep.
I was in Puerto Rico and
Yep.
log into my YouTube TV. I was like excited to watch Red Zone NFL, and the thing says this app is not supported in your country, the country you're in. I'm like, hey, this is like offensive. Puerto Rico is
Ooh,
in the
red
United
zone. You couldn't do
States.
red zone?
Yeah. But it literally said the
Wow.
words like this country, the country you are in, this app is not
Yeah.
supported. I was like, that. So YouTube TV, you're racist. You're unnoticed. Puerto
Yeah.
Rico is a part of the United States. Shove it up your ass. I
Yeah.
tried to
You're
like
on
write an
notice.
email.
YouTube.
And then my second flashback topic time, aliens, your whole thing. Remember
Ah, yes, I remember. It's a part of my life every day.
the big hearing, the aliens were gonna,
Sure.
and they exist, right? Nobody cares. How
Right.
about they literally are showing up in New Jersey and they had aliens. So
Yeah.
you're looking at me and you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. They like a week ago, they had these like unexplained UFOs that like no one knows what's going on. Nobody gives a shit.
I heard about it today.
You heard about it today. Okay. It got to you
I mean, I
today.
heard about drones, but I was like, I don't care enough. And then I heard today that like, oh, people are thinking it was UFO related.
But I'm just saying, like, it reinforces my point. I
Yeah,
was
that
I
it
was nobody
nobody cares.
cares. And I was thinking about it is like if you're an alien and if you're out there listening to this and you're thinking about like, okay, forget these just little flybys. We're just gonna go, we're gonna land, and we're gonna do a big press conference and announce our presence to Earth.
Yep.
You gotta you better be careful like what day you pick. Don't
Yeah, you got to look at what's going
you
on.
look at the calendar. Look at you got to do it like you got to hire a press person ahead of time and go, hey, find a slow, you don't want to do it the week Severance season 3 comes out, or like God forbid they land during the Super Bowl or something. Can you imagine if
Yeah.
aliens landed during like the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl and it's a close game? I don't know that they would cut away.
Yeah.
Imagine the Packers are
Oof.
driving to win the Super Bowl and aliens have landed on the White House lawn. Are they just cutting away from that drive to show you the aliens? I don't even know. I'm
They'd have a
100%
strip at the
serious.
bottom. They'd
They'd
have
have
one of
a
those
scroll at the bottom, like,
chyron. Yeah. But nobody would notice.
and no one would change the channel. No one would change the channel. They're like, okay, yeah. Well, whatever. We'll see it when it.
Yeah. Oh, hun, remind us to look into that after the game.
So I am never been more convinced that we really do not care if there's aliens or not.
So, do we ever get any like explanation for this New Jersey thing?
No, as far as I know, there are aliens just doing flybys, and we don't.
So, is it drones? Isn't it? I thought everyone said it
I
was
mean, but then
drones.
they said it's drones, but it's like a type of drone or like a technology based on what it's doing that they're like nobody has. So if it is a drone, then it's someone has one that's like so good that no country has developed yet. So it's like they don't know where it would
Huh.
be. Or I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. Who knows what it is? I'm just saying
Well, I'll believe.
it's vague enough to where it's like this huge question that no one has like a really good answer to,
Yeah.
and no one's that curious.
Yeah.
I'm not even googling it right now.
I mean, I didn't even hear about the introduction of UFOs till today on that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just my follow up to that.
I love it.
Okay.
Uh, I bought a. So I tell you that we got like for our family gift, we got a sofa down here because our previous one was it was like a hand me down from Aaron's aunts, and it was just disgusting and dirty and
Okay.
kind of broken. So we're like, all right, we're gonna invest. We're gonna get a nice sectional. So we shelled out some money, got a nice one for the basement, and it's huge. It's like
Oh, I'm
it's
so
4 by
jealous.
4. It's like four
Uh,
across, and then it has the
um,
two on the sides, and then two
too
ottomans. So
long,
it's
the too
literally
long on the edges.
it's well
I,
here I'll show you because
I
I've
want
only
that for my
built.
living room. I'm so jealous. We've been literally looking at it's so funny we live the same life because I just when we bought the house, we bought a sofa and I was wrong. I was 1,000% wrong. Me and Heidi had like a conversation. I was like, you know what? I don't want one of those like crazy deep things that you're just gonna like fall into because then you have people over. You want to be able to sit up and talk, and you don't want to feel like you can't even sit in the thing. You never have anyone over. And if anyone
Yeah,
ever
you'll
comes
never have anyone
over,
over.
that's not the point of having a couch. They sit on the edge of it, whatever. The point of having a couch is to fall into it and disappear
And
and
lay,
and
yeah,
have
you lay on your couch.
two people be able to lay on it at the same time. Oh, I
Love
hate
it.
you. Oh, look at your setup, you bitch.
I know.
Oh, I hate you.
And we like cleaned up the basement like this week.
Uh,
We've been like clean because it was like cobwebby, dusty, and shitty because we
uh,
just had a shitty couch. No one came down here but me and Edie. And now it's like, oh, a nice level. But it came. I thought this was interesting. I was too lazy, mentally lazy to come up with a topic. So you look at it, you order this, it's all on the website, and then they're like, all right, here it's going to ship. I've had to build
Yeah.
this couch. It comes like
So
everything
you
is like
bought,
suctioned, aired
yeah,
out.
yeah. So
I mean,
what?
I'm not even done. Look at this. There's still boxes here for the other sectional
Wait,
parts.
there's just, there's still couch. There's still couch left to build.
There's three more parts I have to do
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, you could see
Well, did you get it
five
from,
pieces.
is it from IKEA?
No, it's from uh Anabei,
Oh,
Anabei.
okay. So is that like Wayfair kind of?
I've never
Oh,
heard of it.
I
I don't
made the
know. I
mistake.
mean, they just do these
Yeah.
couches.
So like there's like a step up, right? Like so like I had never bought furniture before that wasn't that you didn't put together.
Okay.
Until we moved in here and we bought this couch and we bought this couch in the living room, I think from Crate and Barrel. And they brought
And
it
you did not have to put it
and they
together.
brought it. It took them like 3 weeks to build it. Like they built it, you know.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
then it came put together, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. It was like the greatest. That I was like,
It's nice, right?
yeah, because
So you're saying before that you've always had to build it.
I just thought I thought all furniture came like that. I didn't know there was furniture that came put together. I thought you just built your own furniture.
I didn't know couch. I didn't know you build your own
Oh yeah,
like
because I bought our
couches.
the couch we had in LA. I remember we got from IKEA, which is kind of famous for putting together your own stuff, but it was from IKEA, and it was like we paid, I don't know, like at the time I thought it was very like probably the most expensive thing I ever bought at the time. And I remember I spent like 6 hours putting it together, and Heidi
Yeah.
went to like a director's. She got tickets to something at USC. Some director was like showing a movie and giving a speech about it, and she was at that, and I was just like cursing her the whole time putting together a couch. Like she's in LA going to director movie shit at USC, and I'm putting together. This is why I moved to LA to put together couches. You know, it's just like so frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
you know what else? I was thinking of you
What?
because we got
What?
so Santa. I heard from Santa today. I'm so like paranoid. Ginger listens to this. I heard from Santa today that
Yes.
he's getting Ginger a dollhouse for Christmas. And that's going to be the big
Oh.
thing that she wakes up to that's put together. And I've just been thinking about you nonstop because I know that there was a dollhouse that you literally postponed for a year.
For a year. Yeah.
So I just hope that this one is not that. I don't think it is by looking at it, but like I'm a little
Well,
concerned.
here. Where is it?
Let
Do
me
you
see
see
how
it?
big it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
that took you.
it's four store, one, two, three, four. It's 4.5 stories tall. And what you can see is very little of it because it's
Oh,
behind all this
okay.
furniture and boxes.
I don't think mine's that big. But how many hours
Oof.
should I give myself, do you think, if it's like even half the size of that?
Um, oh, whoops, wrong
Keep going for that.
background. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see it, but 2 hours,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. All right. That's what I was thinking anyway. So
I mean, this one took, if I want to say, four and a half.
how much did that cost? Maybe I'll base it off of that. Do you remember?
A good question.
Oh.
100 or 200, but it was like, I think
Yeah.
it was Costco. So it's like, I mean, it's a good, big, strong thing, but it was,
Yeah.
Costco's was like $100.
Okay.
Why was yours more or less than 100?
I think a little less. So I'm hoping that that means it's less to put together.
It should be the opposite. It should be like
Yeah, I know. I
more
would have paid
expensive, less time.
now that I'm thinking about it and now that it's happening to me, like what would I have paid to have it just come put together? Like double? Easily.
Yeah.
Heidi was
Yeah.
like, you should start it, tonight. But then I'm like, what if she comes in and sees it,
Is there a place that she won't be? Like because
The
that was our
basement.
play too. Like I was gonna build it in the basement, but
But we have an unfinished basement, so it's like there's no she would not come down here. But
yeah, okay.
then I have to sit down here and do it. It'd be
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
it kind of feel serial killery to be building a dollhouse in an unfinished basement. Yeah, I don't like that.
That's how you get empathy for serial killers.
Is that how?
You you do what they do.
You do what they do?
Well, you not the killing part, but
Oh,
building dollhouses in your
everything up
unfinished
to the
basement.
killing part.
Yeah, everything up until you murder a child.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Anything
wait, was
else?
that your topic?
Yeah. What? I don't know what I said.
I don't know
What did you
either.
think
That
was
you
my?
got a couch.
No. Yeah. No. I said I was too lazy to figure out what my topic would be.
Oh,
I was expecting. I didn't know until today when I got home from running around. I just thought they were going to deliver this fucking
put together.
humongous couch out of
Yeah.
the back of a truck, and I was like, "Wow, it's coming from FedEx." I've never seen a FedEx person deliver furniture, but it was just eight of these boxes, and I was like, "Oh
I
my
know.
God,
And
I
if you're listening to this, you're like, oh, but it's a couch. So like it's got to be pretty intuitive on how to put it together. It's not like you have to really like sit there and look at instructions. You just go cushion, cushion. No, it is when
yeah,
all of
it's
it
it's more
comes
than
in bags and plastic, it is so intimidating at first. And like till you really start to like get to like step 9 and you see,
yeah,
oh, that's how it's a couch, like
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is like since it's a sectional, they give you these instructions. Each box has the same instruction. They're like, well, if it's this piece, then you do it this way. If it's this piece, you do it this way. And
that could be a
so they're all
topic. Like,
kind of the same, but it's like,
when
ugh.
did they go away from just writing instructions? I feel like there was some point where they decided, like, it used to be like step 1, take this out of the box and insert rod
Yep.
B into rod C and twist, right? Step 2.
Yeah.
And they've totally abandoned that. And now it's a sort of like, here's a picture of the
It's like
parts
cave
and
drawings.
here's A B C D E F G and then it's just like pictures of a guy doing stuff with them. And then
Yeah.
it's you know, like why did they get
Yeah.
away from just writing what to do? Like a recipe? It's not like when you see a
Yeah.
recipe for lasagna, it's just a picture of a chef like dropping noodles in and they just write exactly
Is
what
it
to do.
because they're trying to save paper and they know that
I
like,
guess.
well, if we write it out, then we have to give, 5 times as much paper because we have to put the instructions in French, German, English, Spanish. And if we just draw these stick figures and they're like, yeah, click, yay, any
Yeah.
moron can figure that out,
Yeah, I guess that's
you
it.
know?
Yeah, it's like the international thing or like yeah, you maybe it's like you have to pay someone to write instructions, like technical writing costs money and so
Yeah.
they're like what if we just drew a guy?
Yeah. What if we just have Tim from fucking the warehouse
Yeah.
draw a bunch of shit?
But yeah, instructions suck. Modern instructions
Yeah.
suck.
Amen.
So we'll see how this dollhouse goes. Okay. I'll
I
do
want to
my
know.
what?
Oh,
What?
did you get my video, by the way, of my
I did, but I didn't. I'm telling
toast
you,
procedure?
you sent it since I've been home. There's just not.
You've had no
I
time.
have not watched it. I've not watched it.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna watch it. You know, when you get something like that, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna watch it. When I can enjoy it. I have not had that moment
I'm gonna
yet.
wait till I'm on the toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I haven't even been on the like. The only time I've gone to the bathroom, I feel like, is when Ginger's going to the bathroom. I was like, okay, I'll take her. I have to go to the bathroom anyway, so I'll
Oh
take her to the
yeah.
bathroom. Like, I literally haven't even had that.
Hey, I'm curious when Ginger's going to Phoebe is 6, just turned 6 on the 11th.
Yeah.
And still, I mean, she must wipe her ass at school, but when she's at
Oh my
home,
God, it's so funny you
she
brought this up.
makes us wipe her ass.
Okay, can I
And I'm
tell you
like,
the
there's
best
no
story?
way Edie and Duncan, either of them had us
Well,
wiping
that's
their
funny
ass.
because you've had two other kids, so yeah, it's you have perspective on it, but like we have no idea. See, we don't. We're with one kid, just everything. You're like, you just
Yeah.
kind of hear about. Oh, wait, your kid does this, and you're like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
then we got to speed that up, or you know. And
Yeah.
so, with girls, you're worried about like wiping. Like Heidi has always been
Right.
like, yeah, you got to go front to back, because of you can get an infection. So,
Yeah.
uh, and you wipe when you pee with girls, which blew my mind.
Yep.
I learned that like a year ago, and so
Yeah.
and so like anyway, she had like a little bit of just lately like a little regression with like the potty training stuff, and it was had a couple accidents, at school or whatever, and then she had like a little rash, and then we like realized, oh, she's not wiping at all at school because
Ah,
we wipe for her every time, you know,
yeah.
and we
Yep.
hadn't even really thought about it. But like we were trying to teach her when we were teaching her wipe, you wipe front to back, right? But she's got short
Yeah.
little arms, and it's hard for her to like get under there. And we'd rather
That's what
have
I realized
us,
with Phoebe too.
we'd rather us do it than her do it improperly and then get like
Yes.
a UTI,
That's
whatever.
how
So,
how old is Ginger? Is
dude,
Ginger
this
what, three,
she's
four?
4 now. She just turned 4. But so then this
Okay.
other girl came over one time, and she just goes pat pat pat. And when she pees, she just
Sure.
takes toilet paper and pat pat pat. And so we're like, "Oh,
Wait, who's this other person we're talking about?
we just found a kid, and we're like, "Hey, come here for a second." No. We
I want to see something.
she had a play date, and Heidi had the two of them over,
Oh, okay.
and Heidi was
Sure.
taking her to the bathroom, and she goes, "Oh, this is what I do."
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're like,
Okay.
"Oh, okay, I guess that would be good for at least the pee thing." But like the pooping thing, I don't know. So then
Yeah.
but this is the let me just get to the story. So Heidi is like explaining this to the daycare or the preschool teacher, and the preschool teacher is like, and she's expecting the teacher to go, "Oh yeah, your kids are different. You never know." And preschool teacher's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I just assumed she was wiping. I've never had a kid come here that wasn't already wiping themselves." And Henry was like, "Oh, okay, well, that's fine, but just Ginger wasn't yet." And so
Yeah.
we weren't accusing you of like not doing it for her. We weren't thinking you were going to do it for her. We were just like, could you just tell us what's happening when she goes? What does she do?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. And then Heidi's like kind of like backpedaling, and so
Right, right, right.
she's like, oh well, we just because we want her to wipe front to back because we don't want it to be an
Heidi's
infection.
saying
And
that.
then Heidi's like demonstrating, he's like, because I was taught you wipe. And then I swear on my life, it's Teacher Amy. That's her name, Teacher Amy. And she's like in her, 50s or 60s or something. And
Yeah.
she goes, oh, I've never heard of anyone wiping like that.
What?
And then Heidi's like, wait, now you're saying I wipe wrong?
This lady's never heard of wipe front to back?
Yeah. She's like, oh, I
Oh.
don't know anybody who wipes like that. So it's like, how do you wipe, Teacher Amy?
Oh
Show me
my.
right now. You
Yeah.
show me.
I
What are you
know.
doing?
She just sticks her leg between her or her hand between her legs and just pulls it forward.
Yeah. Just like,
Oh
but
God.
oh, this is my topic. Can I steal this from you? Sorry,
Yeah.
I've co opted this whole thing.
Of course.
Bidets at preschool.
Oh,
Mandatory,
yes.
mandatory bidets from 3 to like first grade. How about that?
Oh, for sure.
That's a done
Oh,
deal,
that's
right?
great. That's a way to bypass the whole everything you just talked about.
Yeah. What are we
Is
doing?
hose
We're
them
kids.
down.
They're listening to this in Europe and they're just like, they're animals over there. They're worried. They're
Yeah.
trying to teach their kid how to take paper and wipe their ass. Bidets. You know
But
what
they
am I?
do they have bidets there, but they also wipe their butt, right?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, is that the thing? If you use a bidet, you still wipe after?
But I mean, like, I don't mean, I guess not. But I mean, we couldn't just switch to a bidet country overnight. Like,
No. Look how hard it's been with electric cars.
right?
I mean,
Get
we
to get
it's gonna take a
airports,
yeah.
every place would have to,
Let's start with preschools because the kids don't know any different now anyway, and then they'll grow
train them
up
young.
expecting bidets.
Yes. There we go.
Okay, that we got somewhere with that.
Nice.
But yeah, to answer
Good.
your original point, no judgment at all because the wiping thing is very confusing and
Yeah.
it's hard to teach, you know,
Yeah. Like, I don't think, I don't
and
know if
and they're gonna do it wrong. Like
baby's
kids are
arm could
clumsy,
reach.
yeah, and they're clumsy anyway, so they're not gonna do a great job,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Uh,
parenting
uh, parenting.
tough. Just get a PS5.
Yeah. Just get him a broken PS5 and pay to have it fixed.
Broken PS5 from some scammer. He probably got scammed.
No, it's my buddy from high school.
Sure, yes. He's on drugs.
Yeah,
He stole that from some house.
probably.
Um, okay. I think that's it. We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we
We
got we
both
got to
got
get to post
topics
show
in.
banter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So Merry Christmas, everybody. You've always this is a post Christmas episode. Happy New Year.
Happy
Um,
New Year.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I can still plug Laughs January 3rd and 4th in Seattle, and then
Yep.
Gnarly Bard Theater in St. Cloud, Minnesota, the January 9th
Nice.
or
Is
10th.
that
One of those.
who's that through?
That's my
Is
own.
that a Andrew produced it?
That's an Andrew special, but I'll give you the guy's name. He was very excited to have comedy. So if you ever want to do I'll let you know how
Nice.
it goes first. But then, yeah, they seem very supportive. So I'm excited for it.
You know what? If you're listening to this on the day of release, you're just in time to get tickets to the New Year's Eve show, Comedy on State. And then also, I'm doing a show in Marinette, February 1st, and Rochester, Minnesota, February 7, 8.
All right. Go see us live,
Yes.
folks. It's the best.
Come on. Yeah, don't wait until Black Friday when you might be able to see us in
Yeah. You're going to fly out
West Bend,
to West
Wisconsin.
Bend, Wisconsin to see the Cavalry live.
That's right. In 11 months, folks.
Yeah, baby. All right. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The
The
Cavalry.
Cavalry.